The University of Southern Cal was able to hold off Colorado by a score of 48-41. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, they came into the game as what, 21 point?
21 and a half or 20 and a half, something like that.
Something like that. Big favorites. Let's just say they came in as big favorites. Okay. So if you took Colorado in the points, or as my brother would say, in the points, okay.
Get the points.
Hey, y'all, you're feeling good about yourself, okay? But as Shedeur Sanders alluded to in the post-game press, I think he doesn't believe in the moral victories, but I think Deion Sanders did take a moral victory in this based off what you saw in the post-game. Seemed like he was very proud of his guys, okay? Caleb Williams, though, went for 403 yards through the air with 6 tubs, okay? 1 pick. Shedeur Sanders had 371 yards of his own, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, okay? And a matchup of who many project to be 2 first-round quarterbacks. Caleb, they say, being the number 1 quarterback taken next year. Yeah. And some say that Shedeur would be the number 1 quarterback taken the year after that, okay? So let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. All right, but before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first. That is my brother, Tim G. Jacob, the honorable one, okay? And this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game.
Yeah.
Put it on something. T, what were your takeaways from this Pac-12 future dissolving Pac-12 matchup?
Yeah, Alka-Seltzer 12, soon to dissolve. Yeah, it was one of those games where Colorado just started out very slow. Big plays was the name of this game. They gave up a 71-yarder to the Washington kid, that reverse run. I think that was the first score, where the running back for USC, I think Marshawn Lloyd, he reversed field and got on down for a touchdown and stuff. You know, big plays, big gash plays. Of course, for all intents and purposes, full disclosure, Shiloh didn't play. He was out. Travis Hunter wasn't there, of course. You know, so you missing 2 of your key secondary guys in this game. But I did respect Colorado's fight. I really did feel like they were going to put on a really good fight at home, because this game was at their house. And I really did admire the way they came back in this game. I think they were down 34-14 first half, and Caleb Williams was just lighting it up. And he's special. I mean, according to Nick Wright, he is one of the top 5 valuable quarterbacks in the NFL. If you all out there
right now, right now.
If y'all watch First Things First, that is what Mr. Nick Wright said. He is one of the top 5 quarterbacks right now in the NFL, and he ain't in the NFL. But that's neither here nor there. Go check those out. But check us out first. But yeah, Colorado fought. They fought, really made it interesting late. They did run the ball pretty good this game, which of course it was already told that USC's defense wasn't the greatest. They could get pressure, and I think they did get some pressure on Shedeur, which again, we're looking at a Shedeur Sanders who is continually getting pressured. And that's just because as Deion Sanders fans would say, just wait till they get some interior defensive and offensive linemen, and then it'll all change. Okay, but we'll see. But this game was a barn burner. Very, very good game, especially on the second half side for Colorado. I think there's some things that they can take from this game that they can use for later. My takeaway from this game is that you're seeing the real Colorado right now, which is very dynamic offensively. Might have been a different game if they had Travis Hunter. I'll be honest. If Travis and Shiloh were in this game, it might have been a different game. Might have been a different game. But you're seeing the Colorado team that is going to give up points because they gave up points to TCU first game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give up big plays. They're not as deep. And they're just not as strong physically in the interior, in the trenches. And a lot of times games are won in the trenches. And but I do think that, going forward, I think this is a good game for Colorado. I think maybe I think, and I'll put it on something, they'll get one more ranked team before it's all said and done. I don't know who it'll be.
Okay.
I don't know who it'll be, but I think they'll get one ranked team. I don't think they'll get Washington. I think they could get Oregon State.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could get them. And I'll be honest, I don't know necessarily who exactly where. Oh, they're at the house. Yeah, they get Oregon State at the house. I think they can get that game because I was kind of looking through the schedule, and I went, well, who could they get? I think they could get Oregon State at home. Mm-hmm. That's coming up in November. I think they could get them. So, they're still going to be. I said 5. I think they could still be bowl eligible. With 6 or 7 wins. I'm gonna stick with my 5, but I think they'll still be bowl eligible though, because people gonna want to see them in a bowl. It's just too much. It's too much money being lost if these boys ain't playing in a bowl. They're gonna get in some kind of way. I don't know how them tie-ins and all that stuff works, but people gonna want to see Colorado. That's money. It don't matter what stadium you post them up in. They gonna travel. They gonna watch. Mm-hmm. So, but
yeah. So as of right now, their opportunities would be Washington. I already played Oregon. I already played SC. Washington State.
Yep.
And Oregon. Oregon State and Utah. Okay, so those would be their opportunities to get somebody ranked. And out of those, you saying you believe Oregon State is the best one? Best
Oregon State game, because by then Travis will be back.
Mm-hmm.
Shiloh should be healthy. It's a home game. Mm-hmm. They have to go on the road for it, and I think they could get that. They can make that happen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna flip it and go to this other side real quick and talk about SC. USC ain't winning the motherfucking thing if they don't do something about their defense team. They ain't winning shit. And we've seen this from Lincoln Riley before over there in Oklahoma. His offense, they gonna put up points. Mm-hmm. They gonna do that. Mm-hmm. His quarterback either gonna win the Heisman or be right there. We've seen this motherfucker had Baker Mayfield, Heisman. Kyler Murray, Heisman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Caleb Williams, Heisman. Okay. And you can argue, okay, with Baker Mayfield, undersized, but still win the Heisman. Kyler, uber athlete, but undersized. So you put Caleb, who looks the part, in that same system, then you got what you got. You got Nick Wright saying what he's saying and shit. Okay. Cool. That's cool. But when your ass run up against a Georgia and you can't stop Colorado, who ain't been able to run the ball against nobody like that for real all year, okay? Went for 193 yards on the ground.
That's true.
Colorado, 193 yards on the ground against them. Okay. Now, what the fuck you better do with Georgia when you see them ball coming?
Georgia almost got yesterday, though.
Okay. What did you tell me? You a man that plays horseshoes. You say that don't count.
Okay? I got you.
Michigan. I put my eyes on Michigan a little bit. Michigan got some big old boys up front, T.
They got some size.
Them some big ass boys up front.
This is Harbaugh's best chance to win it this year.
Okay. SC got to tighten up. Now, Shedeur throwing it around the yard in the second half. That's just Shedeur. We've been telling folks, somebody in big media, you need to interview your boy. Because y'all don't know what the fuck the young man was doing his freshman and sophomore years, okay? You need to talk to a motherfucker like me, and I can tell y'all that ain't shit new with what the man is doing. That's just normal, okay? Mm-hmm. But that young man, Mr. Miller, They tried to go ahead and up his ranking in future draft classes. The way they let his little ass come out there, 7 catches for $196, 28 yards a clip, touchdown, 65-yard long for the long. It seemed like in the second half that little motherfucker was open every play. T. I'm like, what the fuck is USC doing?
They ain't like that on defense.
This young man just out there manipulating the defense like that.
Oh, she do manipulate the defense like that and get them butt naked.
Now, true, you do have to worry about Mr. Horn.
Yep.
Okay, that's true. Okay, because he's been a threat all year. So you did have other guys to worry about, is what I'm saying. But Travis ain't out there.
I mean, Mr. Weaver didn't have a great game. I mean, he had some catches, but he didn't have. So it just shows you the depth that his receiving core had.
Oh, they got a core now.
So
they got a receiving core like a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But like you said, defensively, I don't know. Is the Pac-12 overall? Is that just their brand? Is the Pac-12 the new Big 12? Where nobody feels the defense? Is that what we doing?
Their web page name is ghostscorepoints.com. That's what they do out there at the Big 12. ghostscorepoints.com.
With a Pac-12. So it's like
Pac-12.
They like, remember Texas Tech used to be throwing around this air raid and everybody putting up points. Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma State used to be just throwing around the yard. They didn't move that shit on out there, huh?
It was college football in general. We just saw LSU and Ole Miss go dumb yesterday. It's just college football in general. If you got offensive talent, D-boys ain't playing no defense. See, that's the thing I done find out.
Folks not D'ing up, or is it the fast-paced shit that just makes it hard for them?
D-boy just ain't disciplined.
Okay.
In terms of playing defense.
Okay.
And basically, it's gotten down to who got the ball last, or basically who can make the most of their offensive possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Threes are not good anymore. And it's just, to me, that's just what it is. The LSU Ole Miss game, that was poor defense. That's all that was. LSU was
his old boy. His old boy. I know we off USC Colorado right now, but it's in the same vein. Okay. Our motherfuckers hot with old boy down there in Baton Rouge. Okay,
they should be,
because they brought that man down and win national championships.
Damn, they can't.
Okay, they got rid of a man that won a historic national championship. That team was historic down there in LSU. What was the motherfucker name?
Orgeron.
The Go Tiger. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what's happening right now in LSU country. And I ain't talked to nobody, but I can tell you like this right here. They getting their funds together to buy him out. They got him.
They gonna bring in Prime.
They looking at him going, hey man.
They gonna bring Prime now.
Nah, I ain't gonna say Prime.
They gonna bring Prime to you.
I ain't gonna say Prime.
Because see, I saw some of the Colorado folks sounded like us. But when them and the others were snooping around our shit for Prime, they were saying these other programs are trying to look at our code and all that kind of shit. We were a lot of real ones, Jacks. They were like, motherfucker, now y'all see what we were talking about.
I ain't gonna say that, but what I will say is that LSU fan base, if you lose to Ole Miss, they ain't happy. And I'm telling you right now, he got a long enough leash because I think he has that because he's bringing in the talent, but they shouldn't have lost that game yesterday. Their defense that's the worst I've seen LSU defense in a long time. I'm talking about
who getting the defenders? If USC ain't got the defenders, USC ain't got no defenders. If LSU ain't got no defenders.
We used to know LSU for being DBU on the slick there for a minute. And now I don't know who they DBs are, but I'm telling you right now, Kiffin, and I'm going to give Kiffin some credit on this show. Kiffin exposed them yesterday. Well, that secondary was not great yesterday at all. Missed assignments, miscommunications. And I'm just like, what is really going on out here? Like, y'all boys ain't on the same page no kind of way. What's happening? Like, this used to be DBU. This used to be the home of Pat, Pete, Tyron. You know, I know we get off subject, but I'm just saying, like, wow. But I just think that's just college football in general. I think these kids are not as disciplined, and it's just it's just shootout ball now. It's all right. It's all right to miss your assignment. The only people that probably gonna hold you accountable for missing your assignment is maybe Prime, which obviously 48 yesterday. But Prime would probably make some fuss about that, as much as he likes to, say what he likes to say about DBs, because he did it at JSU. How the DBs get down. Now, granted, he missed his best two of his best guys. I'm gonna say his two best guys, but him and Saban.
That young boy, he put the young boy out there finally. The one that he he got on in the media, and a lot of motherfuckers were getting on him about that. Core money. McLean,
Armani McLean,
yeah. He got that kid got out there and he made some plays. You feel me? But I don't know, these damn spread offenses and go fast, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
To win the game though, somebody got to get a stop.
That's true.
You got to go get a motherfucking stop at some point, and USC end up getting enough. Caleb did try to do a little bit too much. He had one pick. He could have had another. I remember, but on that one pick he had, I saw the idea. You know, he was trying to make a play, as everybody praising him for, kind of like Mahomes does. I don't know if he got Mahomes' arm though, because that pick he threw, he underthrew it.
Caleb.
Yeah, I don't know if his arm is as big as Mahomes though.
It's pretty nice arm.
Yeah, I know it's nice.
Nice arm.
But we talking Mahomes got an all-time, like maybe I'm thinking Favre.
I'm gonna put him on spot.
Favre,
better than Marino.
I'm gonna have to say yeah. Because I can't remember Marino also giving me all the angles.
That's true.
Marino.
That's true. He was just dead in the pocket.
Marino giving me that over the top, but it's quick as fuck, and he shooting that bitch now. He's shooting that motherfucker now. Yeah, he's shooting that bitch. Warren Moon shooting that bitch. But that boy Pat
Randall,
will you shoot that bitch? It's some boys with some arm now. I saw that son bitch Patrick Mahomes be horizontal to the ground in the Super Bowl and still get the ball.
He had no choice in that Super Bowl.
He didn't. He
had to get down.
He had to do what he had to do. But Caleb Williams was trying to make a play like that and tried to get it over the top to dude. Dude was open, but he was late. And didn't get enough on that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And he seemed to kind of laugh it off. And I guess you can do that when you feel like these boys can't come back with these boys.
Well, no, he laughed it off because he still got NIL money coming in, and his money's still strong. He getting Wendy's money now.
He getting hella NIL money.
Just want to point that out. He getting Wendy's money.
I saw something the other day. I meant to bookmark that shit and send it to y'all about how much NIL money these boys getting and who you think could have got Caleb Williams money. I know Johnny Manziel could have got Caleb. He would have got more than Caleb. Because he got the complexion for the connection for the protection. He would have got more than Caleb. All right. Reggie Bush.
No, he
running back, but not quarterback.
He wouldn't have touched it.
He wouldn't have got Caleb money. Okay. I'm just gonna throw some. All right.
Yeah, them boys ain't gonna touch it.
Ken Dorsey.
What? Who? He talking about Miami, Ken Dorsey?
I just thought about your U.
What? No.
I was looking for a quarterback. In my head, and I just thought about your boys at the U. Ken Dorsey.
Nope.
Did he win? He won a championship team.
He won a championship. He won no Heisman. But yeah,
Okay. I'm tripping. Okay. All right. Lamar.
He'd have been so electrified. What about Vic?
Vic would have got some
Vic would have got a stupid bag.
But Vic would have got and one money, like anything that had like some hood shit. Whatever Allen Iverson was getting, Vic would have got same shit.
Vic bag would have been stupid.
I don't know. I just know Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel probably would have been the number one NIL motherfucker.
True. I don't disagree with that.
He would have been up there. I think Reggie would have been up there too.
You know, people love a bad boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
People love a bad boy.
The glitz and glamour of that USC team was amazing.
Yeah.
You remember that? Glitz and glamour of that USC team?
Yeah.
And his highlight reel, like if he had NIL and Instagram at that time, his highlight reels would have been stupid. But Caleb being a quarterback, I give him the nod. Bo Jackson.
They don't love running backs these days.
Okay, but we going back then.
Like if NIL's happened in the 80s.
Yeah, we putting NIL back then.
Bo would have had McDonald's. He'd have had they'd have been a war for him over between Nike and like Converse and all that, whatever, you know, like the shoe then. Yeah, Bo would have been stupid money. Bo would have been stupid money.
Prime motherfucking ass himself.
Prime would have. Prime definitely would have been stupid money.
But I don't know if Caleb getting some money, dog.
Yeah, he getting some money. And rightfully so.
Oh, Tebow.
He'd have made more money than Manziel. He made more money than Manziel.
You think
Tebow would have been the first college player to do Good Morning America.
Hold on. You mean they would have had that motherfucker hosting that bitch?
They'd had him on
while he in college.
He'd been doing Good Morning America while he was in college. They been like, look, whatever classes he got on Monday, like all he had to do was just Monday. Like whatever classes he got, yeah, go on here and just give him what he need for that. We need him on Monday. Good Morning America. What was another big show? Like anything like that, he'd have done it.
He probably could have started him a mega church at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had the Christian thing going.
All that.
He could have been like getting Joel Osteen up out this bitch.
All that. Bags.
And Shedeur getting bad. Shedeur getting money too.
Yep.
Like that's why when at the end of the game, both of them shook hands, both of them smiling. You right, both of them getting money. Okay. Bags. And Shedeur is great, but of course he got the advantage of who his pops is and stuff like that. Yep. But a lot of these cats, I know they be looking at Shedeur and Caleb and like, bro, they be shaking their head like, bro, I would have made so much money. I just came up out the womb at the wrong time.
Yep. Parents are just too early with it.
They were a little bit too early with that shit, T.
Yep.
A little bit too early with it. But real ones, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all thought about USC holding off Colorado. And while I have your attention, I want to dispel something. Okay. I'm speaking for the real ones who are down with me and put it on something in IG Entertainment. I see something floating around talking about some when Colorado loses, it's a basically all HBCU people rejoice and shit like that. That is not what we own. That ain't what we own. What we are on is, hey, we wish you well. Just stop dissing us and stop fucking lying on us.
Yep.
That's all we ask. Yep. Other than that, do what you do.
Yeah.
Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.